You walk away from a conversation and suddenly, your brain won't let it go. It starts small. A single sentence you said, a tone you used, a moment that felt slightly off. And then it loops over and over again. Why did I say that? I sounded weird. I should have said something better. Hours pass, sometimes even days. And somehow, you're still there, in that same conversation, replaying it, rewriting it, regretting it. Most people think this is just overthinking, but it's not that simple. Because when you replay conversations like this, you're not just remembering what happened. You're trying to fix something that feels unresolved inside you. Think about it. In those moments, you're not just hearing your own voice. You're imagining how they heard you, how they judged you, what they might be thinking right now. And suddenly, it's not a conversation anymore. It's a performance review. And you are both the performer and the harshest critic in the room. But here's the part most people don't realize. This habit doesn't come from wanting to be perfect. It comes from wanting to be accepted. At some point in your life, you probably learned something without realizing it. That what you say and how you say it can change how people feel about you. Maybe you were misunderstood. Maybe you were judged too quickly. Maybe you felt embarrassed, and it stuck. So your brain adapted. It started reviewing every interaction, trying to protect you from that feeling happening again. But instead of protecting you, it trapped you. Because now, every conversation becomes something you have to get right. Every word feels like it matters too much. And when it's over, your brain doesn't let you move on. Not until it's analyzed everything. That's why it feels so hard to stop. Because on the surface, it looks like thinking. But underneath, it's anxiety, trying to keep you safe. Let me show you what's really happening. Imagine your brain as a loop. Something happens, you feel uncertain, your brain searches for answers, it replays the moment, but finds no clear resolution, so it loops again. And the more you replay it, the more important it feels, the more emotional it becomes, the more real it seems. Until a simple conversation starts to feel like a mistake you can't undo. But here's the truth. Most of the things you're worried about, the other person has already forgotten. They're not replaying your words. They're not analyzing your tone. They've already moved on to their own thoughts, their own worries, their own lives. And while you're stuck in the past, they're not even there anymore. That's the illusion. Your brain makes it feel urgent, important, unresolved. But
I told
in
you this
reality,
would happen if you didn't
there's
comply.
nothing left to fix. So
Now
why
look
does
at the
it keep
mess
happening?
you've made.
Because your brain is addicted to closure. It wants a perfect version of the conversation. A version where you said the right thing, sounded confident, made the right impression. But that version doesn't exist. Because conversations aren't scripts. They're messy, imperfect, human. And the more you try to replay them perfectly, the more you suffer. So what actually helps? Not forcing yourself to stop thinking. That never works. Instead, you need to change how you respond to the loop. The next time it happens, don't fight it. Just notice it. Oh, I'm replaying that again. And instead of diving deeper, ask yourself one simple question. Is this helping me right now? Not in theory, not in the past. Right now. Because most of the time, it's not helping. It's just repeating. And that awareness, that small moment of noticing, is what slowly breaks the loop. Not instantly, but over time. You stop treating every conversation like something that needs to be fixed and start seeing it as something that simply happened. And when that shift happens, you finally get your mind back. Because the goal was never to say everything perfectly. It was to be present and then let go.